How you doing? And welcome to Epic Interactions. I believe this is episode 20, if I'm not mistaken. Going hard. We did switch up some stuff, so please let us know. See, we do have updated credits down below, and also at the end of a movie type trailer you'll be seeing shortly. Couple of announcements. We're still doing the giveaway. For when we hit $50, we'll be buying a D&D starter kit, sending that out to somebody in the chat room, so definitely stay available for that, and text us, chat with us. We love to see you guys on there, and the players will be chatting as well.
Via mobile.
Via mobile. To kind of show you some of the players and introduce, we have Kayla, who will be playing our Ranger tonight. Well, every night, really. Cody.
Nope. Every episode now after tonight, we're all switching roles.
Everybody's going to switch. Cody will be playing the Barbarian Rahun. Emerald, who is on Skype in Tallahassee. If you guys want his address, PM me, and we'll send him a whole bunch of stuff.
Wait a minute.
He'll be playing the Druid, Emerald, and to bring us together here. So other things to kind of keep an eye out for. Definitely, like I said, if the Twitch feed is lagging, let us know on chat right away so I can get that fixed out. I am a one-man show when it comes to techs and computers and stuff here, so all the cameras and everything I kind of put together and make sure that everything runs. So if I don't know, I don't know, and there's nothing I can do about it. So appreciate the help. We're going to go ahead and give something new here. One of our viewers by the name of Astrid developed a trailer for us using an app. I believe it was the iMovie app. We're going to be going ahead and showing that here, so let us know how that turns out to be as well. And also credits will be at the end of the trailer. So we'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, and we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed it after like the 50 times we watched that. So to bring us back into where we're at tonight.
Before you start that, I think we have one more announcement about what's happening next week.
Next week, thanks. I will be actually with Kayla. We're going to be over in the Keys. So next week we won't be having a feed stream going on next week, so don't worry. The week after that, we're going to go ahead and pick that back up. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, we should be having a guest player that week, so definitely tune in for that.
Yeah, to make up for
it's in the works. It's in the works. So hopefully that will come together. So
yes, for many of you that don't know, my character will probably still be continuing on, but I personally will be taking a small leave of absence.
He's taking a hiatus. Don't even give him time.
It's for a little while.
He's taking a 10-week hiatus in, Haiti? You're going back to your roots, right?
So I'm going to Ghana, which is in Africa.
Oh, okay. Even that's deeper roots.
Deeper root.
Right.
So
Right.
he's gonna be
The
going.
mother-
He's gonna be
So-
doing some missionary work over there. So kudos to him. He'll be gone for what, 10 weeks?
9.
9 weeks? All right, cool, no problem.
We'll get somebody to replace you.
Yeah, we
There's
might have.
plenty of
we might-
druids out there.
Yeah.
You
So
can't
if you're
look
in the
up-
Tampa area, right now, this is the advertising, right?
Contact us
Yeah,
through our
contact.
Facebook.
Go to our Facebook, check that out. Let us know what's going on. For those that might be questioning, Baltimore. Baltimore will be coming in shortly. Actually, in the next couple of minutes here. So if you hear some ringing, it's probably Skype, and we'll get him up. So to kind of bring us back in to tonight's session. Last week, the heroes actually surrendered to a goblin horde. One of which was a troll of a warlord amongst them, and upon meeting them, they joined a chieftain of Lackey. A Lackey is a small goblin that was once an ally, then thrown to the wolves, then picked back up. And they are now in the slavers area of the goblin cave, goblin lair. With a couple of allies being mixed in to them and finding another barbarian that Rahoon has now saw eye to eye, puffed up chest, gone, kind of step for step on that. As we welcome Baltimore, who will be coming in. He's our cleric.
Hey, perfect timing.
As they kind of squared off last week, where Rahoon pretty much said, I respect you, you respect me, and let's press forward on that. And that is where we'll kind of pick up tonight's session.
I don't know how much he actually respects me.
Where Otis against the wall still there. Lackey still over by the spiders and the dog gate, knowing that those animals are what's protecting him from the other slaves that want to essentially tear him limb from limb.
Hey, he's not only getting protected by that. Me and the 3 dwarves are like sitting right in the front of everybody, man. Like.
Yeah, and I'm totally protecting Lackey.
So
We all know you are, man, with your life.
Exactly.
What would you guys like to do? As right now, you do still have goblins on guard, about 6, 3 on each side, about 10 feet up on what looks to be some platforms that have been dug into the cave, where you see a bunch of mini tunnels that the goblins use to get in and out of this space. And you guys are still in that area as you see Landra, the halfling, kind of goes into the corner and starts to just sit, and eyes start to close, and almost her hands take a somewhat weird symbol shape as she begins to almost sleep.
Alright, well, I mean, for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my dwarven buddies and just kind of get the works of how everything works, like what's going on, what usually happens at night, what happens at day, what is the manual labor that we're gonna have to be doing and stuff like that, just getting basic info.
Oh, who you talking to?
The 2 dwarves that have been here for a couple weeks, the ones
Okay.
that I know. I just want to get a lay of the land, essentially, and how things run. Whatever info they can get me of what the usual night is in this place.
Okay. As you go to kind of talk to them and find some more information, they kind of tell you the goblins, they hunt at night. They go out searching for gold, bring back slaves, and just about right. And right as he says that, all of a sudden you hear drums. And you notice that the goblins, the 6 that were watching, go down to 1 on each side.
Okay.
As they kind of turn around, and that's when Grendelhall looks back at you. It's time for sleep. They've gone to bed. We have 2 watches, and that's about it. We have about 4 hours of this right here.
4 hours. And this happens same night, same time every night?
About.
Just about.
Only issue is we have no sense of time.
Understood.
So how do they know it's 4 hours?
They said about 4 hours.
Yeah, but if they have no sense of time, then how do they know that it's about 4 hours?
Because it's about 4 hours.
You're not even listening. You're not in this conversation. Get out of here.
Fair. I'm sorry.
So how would you even have a sense of it would be 4 hours then if you have no sense of time?
Sure, you can go ahead and metagame. Go ahead.
Okay, so, and do we just sit in here, like, all day, all night?
So as you say that, he kind of points over. All of a sudden, you notice Landra gets up. She kind of looks over at the goblins, and then she starts going over to each and every single one of them. About 3 or 4 of the other slaves says something to them, and you notice that them 3 start to sit down, and they start almost in a meditative state as well. And some of them start to do like a Tai Chi type movement where they're just kind of going slow, just kind of moving about.
What kind of fancy dance or pansy movement is this that they are doing?
No idea.
Strange. Very well. Do they do this same night also, same time, about when the goblins go to sleep?
A little bit. Sometimes not.
Peculiar. Very peculiar. Odd ones indeed. Very well, but essentially do we wait until goblins get bored? And I mean, what do they do with all the slaves here? Do we work hard labor during the day?
We stay here. Sacrifices at night. More slaves come in.
Sacrifices. What sacrifices do you speak of?
Ceremonial sacrifice that the goblins use to sacrifice to Ket something. Some blasted giant goblin statue.
Names are no matter, but does this happen every night? Or?
Every night.
Every night.
Last night with some slavers. They're dead now.
Very well. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick perception check of the whole place. Are there other cages also with other slaves in them, like in other?
You guys are essentially in one big area with all the slaves there.
It's one main area of. It's not we're all separate in a main place, but it's literally this one main area. Is nothing but Gotcha.
Correct.
Very well. You men get your rest. Get your filling of food. The old man over there will be able to provide and create food probably by next day. I'm going to go ahead and keep just open eyes and ears for tonight. Get a lay of the land myself. Hopefully come up with an idea of how we can get the hell out of here.
Very well.
I'd like to go over by Baltimore.
Okay, you go over by
before I
Baltimore.
rest and just sit next to him. Baltimore, are you all right?
Oh, I'm peachy.
Well fed?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, listen, I know that we don't know too much about each other. You know that we've just fought a couple golems together and all, but I just wanted you to know that since I've been a part of your group, you know, you've always had my best interests at heart. And when you said that you needed to find Saradash, felt that if it was a mission that that was important to you, that it could be my mission also. And look, I understand you are not wanting to give allegiance to any chieftain or bow down to anybody other than your god, and I respect that. But I just wanted you to know that if you have any ideas or any proposals on what to do next, or any words from your god, I just wanted you to know that I'm a friend and that I'm all ears.
I appreciate that. If I've been trying to get in contact with him, but I feel as if either he's not hearing my voice or I'm not hearing his. Since we've been here.
Alright. Well, the last thing I'd like to see is for all of us to get split up, or you to get thrown out of here, or anything like that. So, let's just try and stick together, okay?
So while this is happening, I'm going to go over, if I'm not already, and just sit by Lackey. But how I sit, I want to fade, like I want to sit with my back towards the cages. But
Okay.
because I have a loincloth on, I also want to sit spread eagle, so the rest of the group and like the crowd
Okay.
can just appreciate. So while that's my position,
So you see this. You see this old man, probably it is, what a human might be like 60s, 50s, high 50s, comes
I'm
over,
also half elf, so
half
I
elf.
have a
I mean,
little bit of-
you're good for your time. So you go and you sit down, just kind of sits back, just loincloth just kind of flips up as it just as he goes to sit down.
Oh god, it's so aerial
and then as I sit,
As censors and blurs, it covers the minds of all that watch.
maybe for them, but not for us.
but I'm gonna kind of look over at Lackey and just be like, "All right, man. So what's the plan here?"
Lackey doesn't know. Do you have plan? I don't have plan.
Well, considering you're one of few goblins in this, little room, and you have a kind of control over the spiders, or spider, and also the other little guys over here, you hold a good amount of power. You're I would say you're almost taking on your position or role as the new, chieftain of our group.
I'm a disgrace to Goblin.
Well, just because the goblins may be upset with you doesn't mean it means a lot to you. But also take into consideration you now have us, and while we may be a wily bunch, we are pretty tight knit, and
Yeah, but you
stay
you
together.
do it to save your own butt.
No,
Not
not in
because
this
I'm
group.
chieftain.
If you're part of this group, we save each other's butts.
So you
That's what it means to be part of our horde. And if you're going to be chieftain, you have to be part of that as well.
So, what does, what would I have to do for your horde?
Well, you're chieftain now, so you have to make the decisions. That's not for me to make.
Boom.
So thus I ask you, chieftain, what's the plan?
I must think on this.
Alright. Well, looks like we're not going anywhere for a while, so take all the time you need.
So, as you say this, you notice that Lackey kind of composes himself a little bit as he does this. He crosses his legs, puts his hands on his knees, and he himself starts to go into a meditative position. As you notice that his body becomes relaxed, posed, and in very much so a thinking manner.
Now, question.
And I'm still sitting back as he's meditating.
Yeah, spread eagle and all.
Letting it all hang out there. I was trying to. I let them go to bed and stuff. I was trying to like get a lay of the land and like look at everything. And would I see that? Can I make a perception?
You see the old man just like spread eagle.
No, not that.
I mean, if you
I'm talking about Wacky. Do I see Wacky
go ahead
going?
go ahead and make a perception check.
God, I don't even want to look at that.
Yes, you do. Don't deny it.
He's got them shriveled up raisins.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna sleep.
I'm
You're gonna go to sleep.
Try and
Okay.
get a full
Okay.
4 hours.
So
Oh,
you
yeah. And as I spread eagle and sit back, I'm also going to drift off.
okay? As
15.
15.
As mid conversation with
Yeah,
Wacky.
I mean, definitely, like, you know, going around, you're just like, oh, and then you like, even though you're doing a double take, you're not doing a double take at, you know, Emerald.
he's just there.
You actually take your second look and you notice Lackey, and he's poised. Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. Then I will make my way towards the woman,
I'm going to sleep as well.
Okay.
doing the Tai Chi and stuff.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. Does Emerald, you gonna finish your conversation with, or was that it?
That
I
was
just
it.
wanted to make sure I didn't interrupt.
Emerald went to go pass out. Baltimore.
Okay, cool. Just make sure I'm not interrupting anybody.
Cass is out.
All right, then yeah, I'm
And
gonna
you still
go.
see Otis. Otis is still in the corner. He's just looking. And every now and then he kind of looks over at Landra.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Landra. Is she like? She almost like seemed like she's in front of them, like doing the things that. And
No,
and
she's
mimicking
with
her.
them actually.
She's in the same line.
She's like, there's only three. It's only two and then her. The other ones, there's only three. There's six total. Three are actually moving. The other three are actually just sitting there in a meditative state.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and nonchalantly just off to the side, back against wall, arms crossed, like just watching her.
Sure.
Not gonna say anything. Just I want to try and retain all the moves that she's doing essentially, and just paying attention to small details.
Sure.
No matter how small.
Make an intelligence check, with disadvantage.
Not bad. 7.
7. So you're watching. You're just like, I have no idea what she's doing.
Oh yeah,
It looks like she's like doing some like weird it's like,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
just
not
like,
trying to like understand
she's
it.
nuts.
I'm just trying to like memorize it.
Yeah,
just look at what she's doing.
You
That's
don't
all.
really memorize anything at this point.
Okay, no problem. I'll just.
So as you guys press forward, if anybody's not doing anything, an hour goes by. Nothing. Same thing. Second hour goes by. You notice that the three almost switch at this point. You do. You still awake. Switch. Third hour.
During that hour, I look over to Otis.
Still.
Still, is he awake too though?
I mean, you've seen him kind of move about like the cell
I'm
a little
not
bit.
thinking he's gonna be a
Yeah,
statue.
yeah, but he's
he's up still.
Yeah, he's up still. Just kind of going around. You notice that he's keeping his eye on you, keeping an eye on Landra. Just kind of staying out of everything, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
As the third hour progresses, toward the end of the third hour, you being over by the door, the gate is off to your right. All of a sudden, you hear.
I was directly towards it.
Yeah, you look over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look directly.
You notice 3 goblins. One definitely looks to be a little bit more well dressed than the other two. The other two, one has a sword, the other one has a spear. As they just kind of creep in. Well, look at all the slaves, yes. And the one that was up front, more elegantly dressed. Be quiet, you. And he looks over. We need one more for the ceremony tonight. Who will it be? Any volunteers? Nobody volunteers.
I volunteer.
Very well then. And then all of a sudden you hear them kind of talking in Goblin for a couple of minutes. At this point, Rahun, make a perception check. Disadvantage.
Me?
Mm-hmm. 12? Yeah. Okay, so 12, as you're like looking at them, you're kind of looking at about the room, you notice Lackey all of a sudden like goes from a meditative state to sheer horror on his face. Like just the color of green goes pale. And excuse me. And then all of a sudden you notice that the goblins start speaking back in common. That'll be the choice. And it'll be like some of the slaves. Wait, who was it? I guess you'll find out tonight now, won't you? And then all of a sudden one of the goblins, hey, I'm thirsty. Drink the pile. You notice that he pulls out what to be in a vial. If you want to make a perception check to kind of see what the color is.
Definitely. Oh. God, I gotta stop rolling this die. Another 12.
You notice it's black. As he kind of pops the cork. Where did you say you got this? Hits the ground. Gone.
Oh.
Make another perception check.
I'm just astonished right now.
What was it?
Not
A 1?
I'm
Nothing.
like just sitting there like.
All of a sudden, the goblins just start speaking in Goblin. They grab his
I
body.
look back at Lackey. What's his facial expression now?
Still scared, just completely dropped. The door. They take the goblin and leave. The gate locks back in place. Some of the slavers are like, "What just happened?"
Yeah. Even I'm like, what just happened?
And you notice that Otis kind of walks over to the wall, bends down, picks up the vial with the black liquid.
Does he look at my direction at all?
I mean, he looks at everybody. Like, they all look and see it. Like, he presents it and then puts it, like, back in his back pocket.
Okay. As soon as eye contact, it's just stern stare at
Make
him.
an insight check. With disadvantage, unfortunately.
Doesn't matter anyway. Insight, you said?
Yeah.
4.
4?
Not rolling that for a while.
That goes to jail. Alright, so, what do you want to do? You're currently the only one up.
What are the meditators doing? What are they all?
Everybody stopped. Everybody stopped. Like
at
the
this
second,
point?
yeah. The second the door started to
Straight to
open.
Lackey then.
Okay.
You all right, boy, or chieftain? I'm sorry. Seemed shook, pale, even for a goblin like you.
It's me.
Are you certain?
I'm being sacrificed today.
No, you're not. Not gonna let that happen to my chieftain.
And like all hope is like gone from his face.
May I take a seat, chieftain?
Sure.
Go ahead, I'll take a seat next to him. Any of the hounds or the spiders coming up?
You see some of them just kind of come up and
Nothing really, though. Gotcha. Just kind of cautiously look over my shoulder once in a while.
like not even looking to the side, just still just like right at the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, chieftain. I know all things might be lost now, grim and grave. It's only now, once you're in the pile of shit, you really become who you're meant to be and find who you really are, whether it be a hero, a coward, a thief, or a chieftain. It is not up to me, not up to anybody else to decide what your fate is. It's only yours. You sit here in self-pity and loathe what little time you have left. Or we can figure out a way to turn this situation into you becoming the chieftain of the whole horde. Now, can't tell you what to do. Sure as hell can't tell you the right things to do. But I can tell you that I will not sit here and rest until I know that me, you, and the rest of my companions are safe and out of this hellhole. But you must trust me as I trust you, Lackey. That's all I ask. That's all I will say. The choice is up to you. Either sit here and die, or rise up and be the chieftain that I know you are.
world persuasion check.
Any advantage or anything, man?
You got the advantage, but currently you're exhausted. You have 1 point of exhaustion against you.
So it just cancels. I'm like stumbling over my words at this point. I got a $7, dog.
Rahum, I hear your words. You won't have a chieftain much longer.
Very well. In your last dying moments, then, don't heed my words. See my actions. I'm gonna go right over to Otis.
Sure.
I tell him straight up. I saw you take the vial. You
Yeah.
plan on using that to hurt me, anybody here that I care about. I will kill you. Just know that.
Rahum, if I wanted to kill somebody, it would have already been done.
I nod then. I'll finally go to sleep.
As you go to turn around, one of the hands kind of comes right up on your shoulder.
Stop, don't turn around.
You feel him kind of come up just a little bit.
Just whisper sweet nothing.
Rahum, there will be a time where we're going to need to step up. But you're going to have to ask Lackey how the last slave got free. We don't know, but one did get free. Try not to be obvious. And he just kind of steps off to the side.
Nothing. Don't twitch, don't react, don't do anything. Continue to walk.
Yeah. There we go. That's better. As the camera just like, I was like looking at it all of a sudden I was just slowly. I'm like, yeah, sooner. I'm gonna have to go spread eagle. So anyway,
No reaction, no nothing. Don't turn around, don't look at him. I go over to where the other dwarves are. I will go ahead, I'll sit down, put my back against the wall, and I'm going to kind of sit in like the hands clasped like this, head down kind of pose.
Sure.
Ready for if something does happen, I can just jump up real quick.
How long has it been?
It's been 3 hours, about 3.5. So with you passing out, the 4 hour mark will come up as you know that you're fully rested at this point. You can change out any of your spells if you need to. If you can, I don't know. when you wake up, you notice everybody's still kind of somber at this point. Some people look relieved. You see Lackey still pale.
Can I also?
Well, I didn't see that.
Well, for the first time, you
Does
see him pale.
Does it look? So is that the only thing to me that looks different than it did before I fell
Yeah,
asleep?
Lackey is
Okay.
not looking too hot.
All right.
And right next to him, Emerald spread eagle still passed out against the
Can I
fence.
wake up?
My eyes!
You can if you want. You're currently at a 5-hour mark. Or 4-hour mark, sorry.
Sounds good. Oh.
Are
I'm gonna
you
take a-
you're also elf, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're good too. So
What do you
you
mean I'm?
Fully rested.
yeah, fully rested. Elves, you guys are in a meditative state, so after 4 hours, you guys are considered to have a long rest.
Yes. All right. So I look over at Lackey. Do I notice his appearance?
Yeah, right away. He is head down, completely flushed, not looking too hot.
I'm gonna go
So
over
I
to Lackey.
look over. I look over at Lackey and I say, Chieftain, you look a little concerned. What conclusion did you come to? And clearly, I have no idea.
I want to
about
go close enough to hear this conversation.
I'm being sacrificed tonight. I'm the second sacrifice.
How would you know that?
Goblin chieftain came in earlier and talked in Goblin.
They can't sacrifice a chieftain.
They can at the lower levels. I'm scum.
Well, looks like we'll just have to find another way out. A lot quicker.
Lackey, what would happen if we just let all these spiders out?
They just go round them up, put them back.
That's too easy.
I know, but could you command them to open the gate and let us out of here?
No, I mean, they could break open the gate, but it wouldn't get us far. All you need is one chieftain, and chieftain has a command word that we don't know. So once chieftain says command word, is it? It's done.
Is there any place for those spiders to go? Or are they only locked up in that area?
Well, yeah. And he kind of points, and you notice that on the on the opposite side, now that he's actually pointing it out to you, up in the corner, there's actually like a bunch of webs, and very, very faintly you can see a tunnel, and you can kind of assume at that point that that's where spiders are free to come and go as they please.
Do I see this too?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Both of you. Yep.
How big are these? Well, I can see the spiders, but I'm asking, how big do you think you have to be to maybe fit in one of those tunnels?
My
Do you think
size?
I would fit?
Nope.
Do you think you would fit?
Maybe. I haven't been in the spider lair. It's not good. Big. Spiders get bigger. Bigger than that. And he points over to the 3 foot by 3 foot spider.
Wait, so those big spiders can fit in there, but I can't fit in there?
Well, they're only 3 feet, yeah.
If we grow
And spiders can essentially get close. You guys can attempt. There's
Attempt what?
Lackey, when
if you got you could attempt to try and get through a 3 foot hole, but
Oh, 2 feet.
that's on you.
Yeah. Well, Lackey, it looks like we found our exit, or at least yours.
Is that us? Are we streaming something different?
No, it's Twitch commercials.
Oh, okay. What were you saying, Emerald?
I said, well, Lackey, it looks like we found your exit.
I can't get over there.
Why not?
I don't know where that goes. And if I
It's
somehow got out, I don't know.
It's a lot better than what you got coming, I can tell you that.
Well, thanks. As he kind of goes back into a more somber mode than he even was.
What if,
Just in the silent background, you just hear.
Yeah.
what if the spiders were to open the door and could let them out to create a diversion while some of us go through this tunnel? Emerald, even if it was only you and we could come up with a way for you to get us out of here, I mean, you can turn into a rat or something and crawl through the tunnel.
I can actually turn into
To a what?
A squirrel.
A squirrel? You can
a
turn
spider.
A
No,
spider.
a spider, not a squirrel.
Yeah, I was like, why would you
Into,
turn
yeah,
into a
something
squirrel?
something the spiders couldn't eat and crawl through the tunnel.
Like one of their own kind.
So yeah, if that's something
Even
that we
if that
want
was
to
just to
do.
gather some information.
Yeah, I think I could do that, but I need a diversion in order to change into one. If I just jump up and turn into a spider, they'll think it's witchcraft
What if?
or witchcraft.
Would it be possible to let like a spider or one of the dogs out of the front gate? Never mind, that would just bring one of the goblins back to find out what's going on.
Well, what do you think, Lackey?
If we do anything, we gotta make sure that these goblin guards don't see us. But I can't do anything because I'm chosen.
Well, at this rate, I think I'm going to go over to Baltimore.
Okay. You guys, it's been about 5 hours at this point.
Are there any?
Was he sleeping?
I would believe so.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna wake him up.
Okay, so you go to wake him up
I've
as
been asleep for an hour though, right? I've only been asleep for 1 hour.
correct at this point.
Going
So,
strong. No full rest.
Well, I'm only going to wake up Baltimore. I'm
Sure.
not trying to wake up.
yeah, so Baltimore, you kind of you feel yourself getting shook, to try and wake you up as you can tell by the fraily hands. It could be possibly Emerald.
They're cold and clammy and reek of death.
So I just turn and look at you.
So I say, you feel like busting out of here?
Do I know that I've been asleep for about 5 hours?
You don't know like per the time, but you can feel that your body is not quite there, but it feels better than what you've been used to.
So sure, maybe after I finish sleeping.
Oh, fine. Never mind. You're no fun.
Emerald,
I immediately go back to sleep.
Okay.
Emerald, are you able to turn any of us into spiders?
I'm gonna say I don't think I am able to do that because in order to take the formation of you have to know a lot about that creature.
Emerald, you might want to re-say that because you broke up quite a bit.
Oh, really? So, in order for that to happen, you would have to know a lot more about druidcraft, and I don't think I can do that. Out of game, DM, can I do that? I don't think I can.
Not high enough level.
Are
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who's the smallest one of us?
The smallest one? It'd be
Yes.
Rahun.
I'm a dwarf.
How small are you?
I'm like not even 4 foot.
So he
Like
would
3
be the
cents.
easiest one, as he is to crawl through the.
Quite possibly. Yeah.
Well, if I turn into a spider, I can't get through that hole. I should be able to.
Suggestion from chat rooms of ideas of what we should do is have a giant orgy. I think Emerald's already on the way there with being spread eagle and letting everybody have a peep show as it is.
Okay.
So I second that. Anybody else? Any takers?
As a sleeping raccoon all of a sudden gets weirdly erect.
Start having dreams.
What?
Sorry.
So, yeah.
So there's no way that I could become small enough to go through this tunnel. Because if we could, then I could do Cast Without Trace, and then just 2 of us could sneak through the tunnel, get some more information, come back.
Well, I do have.
Basically locate our objects. Our weapons.
I have one spell. I have a spell that could help, and it's called Beast Sense. This spell is you touch a willing beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to normal senses. While perceiving through the beast's senses, you gain the benefits of any special ability. Though you are blinded and deafened to your own surroundings.
Lackey, are you able to command a spider to go find something?
Quite possibly if it knows what it is.
I want to cast Locate Object.
And what do you need for that? Do you need anything for that?
A forked twig.
Do you have a forked twig?
I do not.
Well, we can see if that spider
what?
could
A
locate
forked
that.
twig. So a twig that's been forked.
Is there
Alright.
not a single twig in this dungeon?
Yeah.
Anywhere. Can I look? I want to look for a twig.
Sure. Make investigation check.
Six.
6. So upon inspection of the areas around you, you notice that you have more rubble, stone, rock. Not really any twigs. It looks like you're too far into the mountain to really pick up any dandruff of twigs.
You could see about that spider trying to find your owl.
Both of you make a perception check.
Who, me?
Yeah, those that are awake.
15.
15?
Yeah.
23.
23? So you both notice that Otis is gone from kind of person to person, and every now and then kind of pulls out the vial. Some people may be looking at it quickly. He's trying to do it discreet, but being a person that is not really in the art of stealth or being stealth-like, you can tell that some people are trying to examine this vial.
Well, has he made his way over to us yet?
Nope, he's still working on some other on the other people.
Okay.
How many? Second hour?
So as time continues, 2 hours goes by. 3 hours goes by, as at this point Otis has now kind of put it away completely, not no longer trying to figure out what it is. What did I say? 2, 3, 4 hours go by. Essentially, out of game. In game, you have no idea what time reference this is. But 5 hours goes by. Baltimore, you're good. You feel your body kind of relaxed, a little bit more better as you awaken from your sleep. Like to do anything?
So I'm gonna go over to Lackey and I'm gonna ask him, Lackey, you said you were chosen. When does this type of thing take place?
Right before dawn.
So, like in a few hours, maybe?
Not yet. The drums haven't sounded for the recall. But ironically, right as he says that, you hear more drums start to beat as the 2 guards that were now there turn back to 6, as you can kind of gather that sleep has been finished, and goblins are awake and active at this point.
Okay. So, you will be
5 or
taken
6.
for this in literally any minute now, right?
What if they show up and you're not here?
Lackey kind of turns to you. Before that even happens, the drums will sound again for the raid, and they'll go out at night.
And then they'll find you.
Well, they'll go out at night and see if they can catch more slaves or whatever.
So if you're chosen and you're not taken, you're not here, someone else gets chosen.
If I'm not here, that's big. They kill all slaves.
All.
That answers my question.
And I don't think Otis would like that. As you guys can kind of tell that Lackey's not really a big fan of Otis.
You don't say.
Baltimore, you are awake at this point. If you wanted to do anything, I don't know if you're just sitting by or sitting on the wall.
So did I hear any of that?
Where you were at that point, I'll say make a perception check.
Come on, DM dice, don't fail me.
So I say to Lackey, so our options are either let them take you, or you escape and we all die.
I will not let them kill everyone. I will stay.
Or we could
Speak up.
let all the spiders and the dogs out and let them storm the gates and then every man for themselves and let's just at least try and get out.
What was
So I'm
your
gonna walk.
role, Baltimore?
28.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay. So I get up and I walk over to Lackey.
Sure.
Alright. Lackey. So, you've been chosen, correct?
Yes.
Alright. If you try to leave, we all die, correct?
Yes.
Alright. How far is the armory from here? Like, if we walk right out that gate, how would we get there?
Well, the room that holds things is out the gate. Turn right. Go across the altar. Go right. There's fork. Turn left, past the chieftain chambers, and then item room. But items are freely taken by goblins.
Okay.
So so items may be in tunnels by various
Items
goblins.
maybe what?
In the tunnels held by various goblins. Like if a like a point axe comes in, maybe a mining goblin will take it and go point axe.
Oh, point axe.
All right. How many goblins come at night to take sacrifices?
Well, I don't know. I've never been part of that squad or part of the slave area. I couldn't tell you, but I do know that it is a grand ceremony. So, in the main ceremony room or the main area, there's lots of goblins, hundreds, unfortunately. As you kind of see them go pale a little bit again.
Who do you hate in here the most? Like right now in this room.
Who do I hate?
Yes. Or who hates you the most in this room?
Leandra?
I immediately turn and walk to Leandra.
Okay, so you turn, you walk over to Leandra, who, at this point, no longer doing anything, just kind of sitting there relaxing. You can kind of coming up on. At this point, you can wake up, and you, as long as you have 2 hours that you are not doing anything, like no fighting or heavy activity, you're good to go. Just so you know.
I think if my body naturally wakes up, cool.
Well, that's up to you. So yeah, Baltimore. You head over to her. She's just kind of talking to some other slaves, and she kind of notices you coming over. She goes, "Well, yes. What can I do for you?"
Hi, I don't believe we've been properly introduced. My name is Baltimore, and I believe your name is Leandra. Is that correct?
That is true. And she kind of sticks up her hand.
Like for a handshake?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I go to shake her hand.
Halfling, right?
Yeah, Halfling. That's probably she had.
Yeah. That's what I was.
She had to go
forgot
up.
for a second there that she was
Can-
halfling.
When I go to insight, when I go to shake her hand, can I insight check her?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll pick my head up at this point.
What exactly are you trying to insight for? Like, are you trying to find what exactly are you trying to find?
Her complacency or her stability in her current position. Like, is she okay with where she is right now, or is it more of a I'm here against my will, I want to get out, or is it like I'm here, I'm fine, I've been here for forever, I don't give a shit anymore?
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight check. What was it, Rohan?
So that's 18.
See what I see.
You see this interaction going. 18. Upon kind of shaking her hand and looking into her, really kind of getting the gist of her body language, you notice that she seems to be somewhat relaxed. Like she's not worried, but she's kind of So in answer to your question, I guess she's kind of stable in where she's at. She's not really looking to get out, nor is she looking to. She's content where she's at.
Okay. Is it Miss Leandra? Is there another individual out there for you somewhere, or is it just Leandra? Is there a proper title? I don't want to, disrespect you in any manner.
I know we in the cave, but I want to take you out.
No, there is no other one.
Okay. I'm sorry, when I was drug in here by the group, um, I think I overheard that perhaps you were the one who's been here the longest. Or
Me,
that you and Otis have relatively been here the longest.
correct. Me and Otis have been together for quite a while, you could say.
Been here together, or were you guys like a part of a party that got brought in here together?
More of he was part of a group, I was part of a group. We got pulled in together, and that was it.
Gotcha. I couldn't help but notice later this past evening, night, whatever, that when the food was dropped out, that you had a very distinctive pose to you. Are you? I imagine that you're an individual who is familiar with martial arts. Would that be correct to assume?
What is this martial arts?
You could say I am somewhat trained. Yeah.
Okay. And you also beat the brute, right?
His name is Otis, but yes.
Otis. Okay. And how much do you hate Lackey?
Me and Lackey have some history, and all I require is that I catch up on some of that history. It is no need to bring in information, it's just history that needs to be taught a lesson.
Okay. Jude, you don't necessarily hate him, you just want potential justice
Yeah,
for maybe a possible wrongdoing Lackey has done to you.
yes, you could see it that way. I mean, some
Okay.
of my friends here probably would not call it justice. They might say revenge. But, I would say it's justice.
That's fair. Have you ever had any thought about getting out of here?
Some, when I first got drug in here. Nowadays, there's really no reason or cause to go out. I have nothing. After 10 years, I do not know if my friends are alive or if my home is still my home or what the world is now. I know this. This is my world. This.
And what if you were possibly all? What if the chieftains or the warlord were to hypothetically, offer you the opportunity of freedom? Would you take that?
With no strings attached, absolutely. I'd like to walk out these gates or these caves, a free halfling.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you from the rest of your time. I greatly appreciate this conversation. I hope there is no ill will between the two of us.
I hold no ill will. At least I try to teach that and keep that amongst myself. Otis, however, he's kind of on the opposite spectrum, and I am not responsible for anything that he may say or do. But if he steps out of line, as she looks over at Otis, and Otis is just kind of like still just demeanor, just there, like, look, like get off my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
So
done
is
nothing
Otis
wrong.
within earshot of us?
Mhm.
Okay. Is it safe to assume that he's heard everything that we've just discussed?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, well, once again, I appreciate this conversation, and and I'm very excited or very ecstatic to hear that there's no ill will between the two of us. I will leave you to the rest of your evening, maybe at this point. Who knows in here? Um, and well, Miss Lady Leandra, I shall bid you adieu, and I'll walk back to the group.
All right. At this time, we're going to go ahead and take a short break. Just a quick 5 minutes just to relieve ourselves and get us back into the motion of things. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us. All right, and we're back. Appreciate you guys staying with us. For those that stuck with us, and we have been relieved of what we need to do. And before we got off the break, Baltimore had just finished talking to the halfling Leandra, conversating with her, gaining some information as he walks back to the group. The group over by Lackey, trying to formulate some kind of a plan. And that is where we'll pick back up. You guys see as Baltimore starts to move forward and proceeds to come close to you guys.
Okay. Go ahead.
I beeline right to the lackey.
Sure. I mean, you guys are in a sense like Emerald's to the left of Lackey. Like Baltimore, if you're coming up, Baltimore's to the left. Rahoon's to the right, and Castle's like standing up right in front of Rahoon.
I'm gonna go check on when I like wake up, take a view of everything.
Uh-huh.
We'll say like during the break, I was going to check up on like my dwarven kind, see how they're doing, make sure.
Well, no, I mean there was no break. Essentially, it was the same thing. So I mean,
Well,
while
I'm
Baltimore's
just saying.
away, you could go over. I mean you told them to stay by Lackey, and they're up by him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I just want to like go check on them, shake their hand, say
Sure.
good morning, that
Yeah.
kind of. Just,
Good morning.
be friendly to my own kind. That's all. Just
Sure.
ask them how they slept and whatnot. Just
We didn't sleep.
didn't sleep. I told you to rest.
We didn't sleep.
Very well. Well, would you like to go sleep now?
No.
No? Okay. No worries, dude. You guys seem very capable of taking care of yourselves. I will let you be men. Just if you need anything, let me know.
Very well.
I'll go rejoin the rest of the group.
Sure.
So
As you're
it-
coming up, Baltimore's coming up too.
Are these nightly sacrifices, Lackey? Is Saradash there?
Yeah. He cares not for us goblins. At least I don't think so. He just makes rules, tells us where to go, but no goblin can beat him.
So, what's the point of it all again? The sacrifices?
Oh, to tippy tank. Goblin god. Big goblin.
Saradash doesn't care about the goblin god?
No.
As I'm walking up, I'm gonna go ahead and give Baltimore a nice pat on the back.
Sure.
Just not like multiple pats, just like one good pat on the back. Like, hi. Welcome, Baltimore. You look a little bit more chipper today. You got something on your mind?
So I stop moving towards Lackey. I turn and look right at Rahoon, and for sure Otis is a barbarian like yourself.
Correct. He takes the path of the totem bear.
I don't care for what bear he decides to follow, but I need you to find out, barbarian to barbarian, how serious he is about getting out of here.
I can assure you, any barbarian does not like being locked up in a cage. None of any sort. This Otis person will most likely be looking out for numero uno, which will be himself, just as I do for myself. And you guys, of course. I mean, you guys been helping me out and all like that. So
What I heard was beep beep.
sorry, guys. You can get on the bus.
Either way, if we're gonna try to get out of here, we're gonna need Leandra and Otis on our side 100% to get out of here. And Leandra does not seem, she seems very content in where she is right now in this place. So
Yes, she's
I
definitely.
I wanna ensure that Otis does not have the same complacency.
I can assure you, he does not want to stay here.
I'll talk to Otis myself then, and I keep walking to Lackey.
Before you go, Baltimore. Just
Well, you
one
guys
by
are
one-
you guys are walking in the same direction. You're walking to Lackey. He's walking to Lackey.
Oh, okay. Baltimore. and I try and like right before you're like earshot away, trying to keep whisper like a slave has escaped once.
Okay.
Okay, Otis knows. I'm telling you, he doesn't want to be here. Like he's the one who tipped me off. Like I'm gonna go talk to Lackey about that. So try and stay like nonchalant as possible.
Yes, nonchalance definitely my specialty. And I turn and I walk to Lackey.
I turn and walk to Lackey. You're going to Lackey? Well, I thought you were going to Otis.
No, he said he's going to Lackey. He said it like 3 times. Like he's going to Lackey. like you guys are literally about 10 feet out from Lackey, like walking toward him.
Yeah, but then he said he turned and went to Otis after I said that he for sure is not going to.
He said he turned to Lackey.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, go to Lackey.
He said he'll find out himself from Otis.
Okay. All right, then yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, essentially the heroes are now together in a semicircle, or what? Yeah, semicircle, if you will. All there.
So I crouch down to the level that that Lackey is. That we are eye level at each other.
You're now eye level with me as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
So, so Lackey, do you want to live or do you want to die?
Well, of course I want to live.
Okay. What's the history between you and Leandra?
Leandra taught me a couple things. And I started to use them when I wasn't supposed to, and it got her in trouble. And I got
What
in
did
trouble.
it teach you?
Just some stuff. Just basic movement.
Did it almost look something like this? And I try to mimic what I saw last night. Like
I should make a performance check with disadvantage.
That's the worst I can do possibly, but. 6 and a 19. Disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
Performance?
Yeah.
I got a 7.
7. So like you're just like and no.
But you're talking about all that weird dancing that they do at night, right?
Some stuff, yeah. I would watch from the tunnels and occasionally talk to the slaves. Occasionally.
What's so special about it?
It was cool. It was new, and I learned to do cool stuff.
Did it make you stronger?
Yeah, I would think so.
Perk up a little bit.
What
Okay
did
then.
you
Roll.
do in trouble?
It is not Goblin Way.
What is Goblin Way?
Win with the Horde.
So, real quick, anybody got a plan on how to get out of here?
Yeah, we're gonna kill all the goblins, except for Lackey, maybe.
I like that idea.
You can't.
As I stand up.
You cannot kill the goblins, please.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not going to sit here and let them kill me.
So-
Or you.
so
or anybody
I-
here.
I crouch back down and I say, Lackey, do you want to live or do you want to die?
I will not stand here and let you kill all of the goblins that I know.
Well, like, I mean, it's kind of impossible to kill all the goblins. It's just the ones that get in our way when we try to leave. Lackey, who escaped?
No one escaped.
Lackey wants to die.
Lackey, as my chieftain, I will trust your word. but you must have trust in us. So please, I ask again, who escaped?
Make a persuasion check.
How did they escape? Any advantage for friends being with me? Yes! Tonight's my night. I hate this table.
What was it?
It's for persuasion.
Yeah.
It's fucking 4. That one would be a 13.
No one escaped.
Very well, Baltimore. I guess he does want to die, and I guess it's up to us. Looks like all goblins have to die.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Chieftain,
I mean,
you can make all the choice now. You can do things how you want to. Or we do things how we want to. Trust me, I doubt you want us doing it our way.
Make an intimidation check?
Yes, I'm not trying to be intimidation. Yes. But
I mean, you just threatened, like, you just threatened
giving him
pretty
an
much all of it.
ultimatum.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving him an ultimatum, really.
Like, you can do it my way, or we can do it your way.
No. Do I don't. Do I get advantage on intimidation checks because I'm barbarian?
Nope.
No? That's later on when I get high level, I think I get it.
I mean, I can check. I doubt it, though. I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'll make one roll for now. If I get advantage, let me know. Natural 20, doesn't matter!
So, Lackey kind of looks and he goes, alright, fine. There was one that escaped. I don't know how he did it, but he did not escape. He won his freedom.
How?
Ow.
Hey.
He did a
I
goblin.
point over to Emerald and I'm like, fam! Hey.
He did a goblin quarry.
A what?
A gobble quarry. It is essentially you demand your freedom, but per rules of the goblin horde. Just like a coup d'état is a one-on-one, goblin versus goblin for chieftain spot. A gobble quarry is where a non-goblin can essentially challenge all 14 chieftains and possibly the warlord, and he has to survive the whole process with no rest. You are allowed a group. I 3 or 4. I don't know. I didn't see it. I heard of it.
Who from?
Goblins, other goblins here, there. But essentially, you fight everyone, and if you beat them, the warlord can either grant you freedom or fight the warlord. He gets to choose.
The warlord at Sardosh, yes.
Correct. If you win, if you beat the warlord, you essentially win your freedom, but you have to appoint the warlord, the new warlord, but then the warlord has to make you unconscious. This, in turn, proves that you have done your marks and you trust the horde to set you free. I can assure you from stories that from what I heard, the horde keeps their word.
About
Setting us free if we're able to kick everybody's ass.
But if the warlord sets you free, you can walk.
How do we know this isn't just myth?
We don't.
It's goblin culture.
does the warlord have the ability to let go of everybody in this room.
If the warlord
To
says
let
it,
all of them go free.
yes. But I don't know why he would do that.
Would you do that? If you were warlord?
Yes.
Alright, I immediately look at Rahun. You, me, Leandra, Otis. We challenge them all.
Not too bad. But what about Emerald and Cass? We can't just leave them here.
You said that we appoint the new warlord, right? We appoint Lackey as warlord. Warlord sets everybody free. He gets what he wants, we get what we